Hello guys, what the heck's up? It's me, Almighty Matty. Joining me today is Fennig here. Hello! And welcome to our review for the very stunning film, Coco.
Yes.
So, Joey, what did you think of Coco?
Can I just give a little exposition first?
Wait, first, spoilers! Spoilers! Maybe. Okay, what?
So, we went out with 3 of my friends, and we were all just there watching the movie. The movie was very good.
Yes.
I loved it.
Same.
The animation is fantastic.
Well, that's kind of like a no crud Sherlock because it's a Pixar movie.
True, but
Most of them look good.
the entire film just looks glorious.
It is very beautiful.
Yes, the Land of the Dead looks awesome.
I already told you this, but ironically, the Land of the Dead seems to have more life than the Land of the Living.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like this one shot where it shows a big giant portion of the Land of the Dead, and it is just so stinking pretty. I was like, ah!
Yeah.
I was having an eyegasm, dude, and holy crud.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
The animation for the skeletons is what'd you think of how they handled that?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Their heads don't obey the laws of physics at all, but it's fine.
What do you mean?
Like, their mouths move like ours.
Yeah, but I think Pixar did that because to avoid issues with like how expressive the skeletons could be. So I understood that, and the jaws being able to fall off too. I understand how some people would point that out. The whole thing with the skeleton's hair was confusing too. Like, is it fake hair? Is it real hair?
Who knows?
I don't get it, but that's just a nitpick. There's another thing. Some of the humor fell flat, I think. And I never really laughed, and some of the other people did, but I guess Pixar movies aren't really the movies that you laugh at quite a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm just not a big laugher, so that might be some kind of bias or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's the closest I can get.
Miguel, our main hero, he is very relatable.
Yeah, I liked how they went with Miguel. Like, he was a young kid, and he was kind of selfish, but he was still a desirable character. Like, I was like, yeah, you go, Miguel! Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, though at some points I was like, that's actually pretty selfish, but it's what a young kid would do.
Yeah.
Because young kids are selfish and stupid.
Yeah.
And,
he goes through a lot.
yeah, crud ton. And, but another thing I didn't really like is how they handled the whole... This is kind of predictable, the whole villain thing with Ernesto de la Cruz. That was, like,
Isn't it Renato?
so sudden.
Renato de la Cruz?
I thought it was Ernesto de la Cruz.
Ernesto de la Cruz, I don't know.
Yeah, him being a villain, I don't think it was handled very well. It was like he turned into a completely different character.
Just like that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be there in 20 minutes. Okay. Anyways, just the whole thing with Ernesto, didn't really do it for me.
He tried to kill a kid.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Just spoiled a lot.
You said a kid.
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't say who. You didn't say who. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. We gotta go eat dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. We're back. Where were we?
Renato's villainy.
Isn't his name Ernesto?
Yeah, Ernesto's villainy.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't handled really well. It was just... It was a little bit too plot twisty. He just seemed like a totally different character.
Yeah.
And by the way, it took us like 12 minutes to eat, so I got to get my thoughts back on track. Animation was really good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the movie made me cry like a little baby. It was so stinking sad. Like, I won't say what was actually done. I'll just say what was done. Hang on. I'll just say
whatever it did do, it did very well.
Yeah, and the characters it was done to, I guess. Like what was done with Hector and
Hector.
What was done with Hector and Miguel's great grandmother?
Yeah. Great grandma.
Great grandma Coco. That's actually her name.
Mama Coco.
Mama Coco. But that was really sad too. There's this part at the end that just broke me. It broke me. And but there was some kind I'll just say there was some kind of relationship between Hector and Ernesto that I thought was like, whoa, that's totally crazy. I did not expect that based on what was shown in the trailers.
Yeah.
Because you know how trailers ruin movies.
But Coco's trailer did nothing.
Yeah, this was
it
not
showed
the case.
nothing.
Yeah.
And that is really freaking cool. I think there was only one trailer.
I think there was one or two. It showed just enough to get us on board. And let me tell you, I was freaking on board, dude.
Me too.
I liked the colors as well. The colors were nice and vibrant, but at some points they were softer too, or more, just like less saturated. Like in the more, what should I call it? Okay, I'll just say in one of the parts where it tells you where Ernesto is a villain, the colors are a lot less bright or saturated than they normally would be in the Land of the Dead. And I liked that, because it wasn't like a bright and vibrant moment. It was a dark moment, if you catch my drift.
It was a dark moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mind is elsewhere.
It's fine. And there was this part in the beginning of the movie where it told the story of,
The Land of the Dead?
No, it told the story of Coco and her parents and how they divorced and stuff. It was animated out of, like, paper.
It's like when you hang your laundry on a string, except
Yeah, they were hanging papers, and it was this little sequence animated with shapes cut out of papers, and I thought it looked really good.
It was pretty cool. I like how it wasn't all, like, it didn't have all the cool Pixar frames.
It was snappy and
janky. It was like stop motion.
Well, it was like...
It was janky, stinking
It was
animation.
like stop motion, but with a very minimal amount of frames, and I really liked how it looked. Yeah, it's similar. It's kind of... this is a really odd comparison, but it's kind of similar to how Peanuts is animated. Except there's even less frames, I should say. Do you know what I mean?
No.
No, like the old... You never seen any old Peanuts cartoons?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, sorry about that comparison.
Sorry, I haven't had a childhood.
It's fine. So... how long has this been going on? 22 minutes. This has only been like 8 minutes so far.
But God, the movie, it looks fantastic.
Yes, it does.
And the movie overall is fantastic,
Well,
except for the flaws he said.
I wouldn't call it fantastic, just pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
Well, I loved it.
Yeah. It's without a doubt a very good time for a movie.
It is entertaining, it is emotionally powerful, and it is tons of fun.
Even
God,
if
I sound like a movie critic.
I mean, even if that's kind of the point. Even if some of the humor does fall flat or just didn't really do it for me, it's still fun. It's still entertaining, which I like.
Same here.
Yeah, pretty much in all movies, like when it can be pretty entertaining without like nice quips from your handsome main guy.
It is exactly what it needs to be when it needs to be that. Hold on.
When it needs to be something, it is that something.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean when you say that?
Like, I don't know how to sum it up.
Like in parts where it needs to get something done, like a major
It'll get
plot
it
point.
done.
Yeah, it gets it done. I'd say it gets
Boom.
something's done pretty well, except for the whole villain thing with Ernesto.
That's one of my only flaws, actually.
Yeah.
Ernesto kind of sucks. Even as a villain, he just sucks.
Yeah, and
Not because we hate him. It's just like he's just kind of ugh.
One thing that I actually thought was funny though, this isn't like major or anything, so I'm gonna spoil it. Is when Ernesto thinks Miguel is his great great grandson, so he's told everyone, "I have a great great grandson. I have a great great grandson. I have a great great grandson." It was so funny. Like he was in a stinking dead horse ostrich race. He was in a club. He was just like at the corner. It was pretty funny. And and another thing I liked about the movie was the character models.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they looked, though I didn't really the Miguel's family, it looked a little bit pretty. They didn't look that related, but that's because we saw the movie like 3 days ago, so my memory's a little bit foggy. But they just looked a little bit like a random group of people.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but I buy that they're family.
Okay,
I'm just saying that it doesn't really look like that.
Miguel's actor and Hector. Yeah, Miguel and Hector's actors, they are phenomenal singers.
Yes. Another thing I love, the singing in the movie is lovely.
When they were on spoilers, when they were on the stage and they were playing the guitar and singing, I loved it so much.
Me too. That kind of crud. Oh my god,
I love it.
Yeah, that whoever played Miguel, I have hope for that kid if he wants to be a singer. Holy crud.
Yeah.
Dude. Ugh. I can either sense him going down a path of drugs or a path of cash.
Bro, let me say this. Whenever Hector's on the screen, it just goes boom.
Yeah,
it kicks off.
Yeah, Hector. I loved Hector. He's
very fun.
Yeah, and he and Miguel, it kind of started out as two guys who need each other's help with doing something, and after they're gonna get that something done, they're gonna part ways forever and then immediately forget each other. But I liked how it kind of evolved into a friendship type thing.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Yeah, they become buddies. That's another thing I liked. Just the relationship between Miguel and Hector. It was handled really well, and I saw the development. And one thing in movies that really turns me on is like visible development between two characters and the relationship. It's just like,
Also,
brings me home, man.
I think Miguel and Hector are the two main characters. The two main characters are not flawless by any means.
Yeah.
They screw up. Most of the time. They mess up, and they do learn from their mistakes, but they're not flawless. They mess up.
Yeah, though, this isn't really like a pun or anything. I'd say Miguel, though, he seems like the most organic character.
Yeah. He's relatable and realistic.
Well,
except for, say, a few parts.
I wouldn't call him relatable, but
I can relate to him.
For me, relatability doesn't make a good character. Like, if a character's if a character's not relatable, I can still love the character.
Yeah.
Like, I don't relate to stinking Tony Stark at all, and I love him. I don't relate to Miguel at all, but I love him.
Well, Tony Stark's just the funniest person whenever he's on the screen. So.
That doesn't matter. And
still, we're getting off track.
Same goes for Hector. Just, dude. And at first, when I saw the trailers and found out the basic plot of the movie, okay, we've got Miguel, his family forbade music a long time ago. I was just like, ugh, this crud again. But that was another thing that I think was handled pretty well. It's like, at first I thought it was just going to be the family made music forbidden and this kid likes music with some cruddy reason, but I liked the reason. It was a little bit shaky, but I still liked it. It held up.
Yeah. Also, the plot, the whole movie surprises you all the way. when the more you watch the movie, the more you put things together in your mind. You're just like, okay, I know this, and this, and then blah 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 blah. I got it all figured out, and almost something completely out of the window happens, but it still fits.
Yeah, I guess I agree, but at some points, the movie was a little bit predictable. Like, I was like, oh, figured that would happen. It's a Pixar movie. If you know what I mean, for all you people who have seen Coco.
A lot of the scenes and stuff, it just comes out of left field, but it still fits. Kind of.
I don't really get what you're saying. But...
Okay. So I'm not even gonna try to explain it.
No, I mean, just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, what the heck? It was a little bit predictable, but predictability, yeah, sometimes it is a thing that I like to be avoided in movies. But it doesn't completely trash the movie for me, especially with Coco.
Yeah.
Because there's so many good things about it that I focus on. The predictability of it can just be thrown out the window.
It's just a nitpick at this point.
Well, no. It's not even super ultra predictable. It's just like...
It's like... Oh, okay.
It's like, oh, okay, they kind of wanted that to surprise me and make me feel, but I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because that's a cliche in movies. Sometimes it's a cliche in movies, or the plot is just totally leading you to that point.
Guys, I've been nodding so much, my neck is gonna snap any minute.
And sometimes I expected the plot twists too, because they're gonna tell you to believe one thing, but sometimes you gotta tell yourself to believe the opposite of that thing.
Yes.
Though I didn't really see Ernesto being a villain. It's just like, oh, that's been done a million times.
My reputation is everything.
Yeah, first it's like, I have a great-great-grandson. He was like, I'm an evil guy. I want my reputation.
It's just business.
It's just business. Yeah,
More business.
Just the whole just business thing turns me off. I saw it in I saw it in Star Wars: Last Jedi. Lego Movie, Coco. I was never a fan of the it's just business thing. It's like, oh, come on. Do something original. But that's just a small thing in Coco.
Yes. But most of it is bloody exquisite, mate.
Exquisite, yes.
Exquisite.
Totally. Especially the animation and the way the world looks. I mean, like, get your hand off my hand.
The people who made the movie and animated and designed everything, they are brilliant.
Yes.
They are geniuses.
Stinking kudos to them.
It cannot go overlooked. They are brilliant.
Yes, totally.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would watch that movie 4 times in the same day if I had the disc. I totally would. Totally.
I'm not much of a movie rewatcher.
So what? I am.
Okay, well, I'd probably watch Coco again. It's really good. Just to get myself feeling sad for a little bit, or just to get myself to feel emotions again.
When you're bored and you really want to feel emotions, Coco is the perfect movie to watch for that.
Yeah, or maybe something like, I don't know, Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Dude, hold on. Never mind.
Is that it for this review?
I say we've said enough.
Okay.
Enough said.
Yeah, alright. So,
fantastic movie overall.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's gonna do it for our review of Coco. Go see the movie if you haven't yet. It's been out for a while though, so I doubt that people haven't seen it. But check it out. Bye everyone.
Bye.